Alright, Kinalach, here to God willing record today's Chumash with Rashi, third portion of Rashi Vayishlach. Yaakov still, as always, learning to bind ourselves with God's pleasure, gotta hasten the redemption, gotta remember it's God's Torah. What do you call a camel with 3 humps? She's pregnant. And today Yaakov and Esav meet after 20 plus years. This is a big reunion. It's a short portion, but it's a big reunion. Anyway, so to speak, in the short run, I would say it's a happy ending, although the Jewish people being in Gullus for 2,000 years isn't too happy. But we saw this is an interesting debate, if Esav had any compassion. There's some interesting things going on. People who are closest to me want me to be hard all the time. The people who are on the fringes want me to have a little more soft side, be cool, be relaxed, let's do the thing, to figure that out. Alright, so chapter 32, verse 31, Perek Lamed Daled, Pasuk Lamed Aleph. V'yikra Yaakov Shem Amakom. Yaakov called the name of the place Peniel. He called it Peniel. Kirisa Lakim, because he saw Hashem, upon him, face to face. V'tinatzel nafshi, and his soul was saved. Talking about the aftermath of wrestling with the angel. So he's referring to the angel as seeing Hashem, and he lived. It's good. Okay, no Rashi, Lamed Beis. Yizrak lo Shemesh, the sun shined for him. Kasher Avaras Peniel, as he went through Penuel, who Sorle al Yerecho, and he was limping on his thigh. Rashi Yizrak lo Shemesh, the sun shined for him. Lo Shemnei Adam. This is the way people speak. Keshiganu lamakom ploni here lo hashachar. Reached a certain place, dawn broke for us. As if it was for the person. Hashem's will is what makes dawn break and not break and every day. But, according to what we understand, the sun comes up a certain time, goes down a certain time. Whether the people were there or weren't there, the sun was most likely going to come up. That was going to be Hashem's will at that moment. Let's say it broke for us. It makes it sound like the sun came up for us. Anyway, it's just the way people speak. So Pshuto, this is a simple meaning. Medrash got it. What's the Medrash say? Yizrak lo, it did shine for him. Tzarko, for his need. For Tzitzalo, to heal his thigh. Apparently sunshine can heal a thigh. That's good to know. Kama de Tema, like it says, Shemesh Sedako Marpe Bekanafecho. That the sun is charity and its healing in its wings. Son of righteousness with the healing in its wings. The son of righteousness with the healing in its wings. Malachi, it'd be interesting to see what that was talking about. We'll take a look in a second. God willing, we matter. But also shows Mahar Isko Bishvila Keshayatsu Bereshev, and there was a time it set early when Yaakov was setting out on this journey. Meher Lizvok Bishvilo. And now it's, so to speak, was paying the debt. And now it came up a little early. It set a little early when he was going on his journey outwards, and now it's coming up a little early it's not heading straight back. It's heading back. Alright, how do I say that? On his way to Haran, where all the evil people were, except for Rivka, and obviously Rachel and Leah. It's interesting, a few nice ladies there. There doesn't seem to be any good guys. But on his way, the sun set early, and now on his way out, the sun is rising. So it was a healing sun that was going to take care of all the righteous people, and the sun was going to be not so good for the less righteous, but the sun was going to be healing and good for all those who were good, and it's going to be good. Leah, he was limping. Hayasole Kish Azarka Shemesh, limping when the sun rose. As Rashi mentioned, they got it, the sun healed him. Must be as the sun rose, he was limping, but afterwards not. Alright, Pasuk Lamed Gimel. Al-Kain, therefore, Lo Yachal B'nai Yisrael, the Jews do not eat Esket Anasha, the sciatic nerve, Asher Al-Kafa Yerek, which is on the spoon of the thigh, Adiyom Azer, until today, Kinag Al-Kafa Yerek, Yaakov will get a nasha, because this is where he was touched. Sounds like Rashi is going to discuss that, maybe. God willing later. Get a nasha. What's the get a nasha all about? And Lama Nikrishma will get a nasha. Why is this name? Belief is Shanashim Mukomo Va'ala, because it moves from its place and goes up. Because it sprang from its place and moved upwards. Veloshin Kfitza, it means jumping. Nasha Gorasam. The strength disappeared, like jumped, it went away. God has erased. Gedanash is the jumping yid. It moved, jumping yid. It moved out of its place. It was out of position, and it was, God forbid, dislocated. Alright, chapter 33, verse 1. V'yisa Yaakov Einav, Yaakov lifted his eyes, v'yir hine Esav ba, and he saw Esav coming, v'yom arba meos each, and he had 400 terrorists with him. V'yaakov tzil adadim aleya, and he started to split up his camp. He put the kids in Leah in one group, Rachel, split up the kids, Aleya, Rachel, shtei shpachos, on Leah and Rachel, and on the two maidservants. I'm assuming everybody had their kids that came out of their womb with them, but it doesn't say that explicitly here. It says the kids were divided amongst the 4 wives, not 4. Beis v'yasim es ashvachos v'es yodei and Rishon. He put the maidservants and their kids first. Okay, it looks like it is grouped with them. Everybody has the kids with them that came out of their wombs. That's Leah v'yodeha achronim, and then Leah and her kids. That's Rachel as Yosef achronim, and then Rachel and Yosef at the very end. That's Leah v'yodei achronim. Rashi achron chavri. The later they were in the verse, the more precious they are. And Rabbi Gordon's blessed memory, Shabbat and Gukash from the Glushlam. We get to add it on. This is a way Torah counts things sometimes, from towards the most precious, heading to the most precious. Gimel, who avid lifneim, and Yaakov passed in front of them. He was in the front. Yishtach arts sheva pamim, bound down to the ground 7 times. Ad gishto ad achiv, until he reached his brother. Avid lifneim, he passed in front of them. Rashi Amar Imiyav Osav Rashi Dachim. He says if this wicked man's coming forward, Yaakov beat Techila, then he wanted to fight first. Protect his wives and children. Pasuk Dalid, Yaretz Esav the Kroso, Yaakov Esav the Rash, Lahav the Alanitachas. Esav the Rash ran out to meet him, Yavkeu, and he hugged him, Yipol Tzvar, and fell on his neck, Yishakeu, and gave him a kiss, V'yivchu, and he cried. Rashi Yavkeu, he hugged him, of his compassion was aroused. When he saw him bowing so many times, Yaakov sent him this huge gift yesterday. I mean, this tremendous gift that apparently maybe Yaakov wasn't that happy about. Maybe he was a little upset he had to send. And Yaakov was even concerned for the small jars to see the property of tzaddik is very important to him. Maybe just to be able to elevate the sparks or whatever it is. But apparently it was the bowing to him that really aroused his compassion, more so than the gift. Those are my words. This Rashi saying here, but the bowing's what got him. It doesn't mention the gift. But who knows? It could be a package, it could be anything. But it looks like the bowing was the primary factor. Shikeu gave him a kiss, nukar love. There's a bunch of dots over this word. That's not common in Torah. See a word with a lot of dots on top, so it means we got to learn something. And there's a discussion. What does it really mean? Bryce of Shri and the Bryce of Sifri. Some people say he didn't kiss him wholeheartedly. Amar Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai, but the Rashi says halachi yibedua she'esav son hates Yaakov. Since we already know that Esav hates Yaakov, elishe nikron rakman, but was a shah. But at this moment, his mercy was aroused. This time he did kiss him wholeheartedly. So with the Rashi saying he did, and other opinions saying it wasn't wholehearted. Because his idea is, look, if you want to tell me he didn't kiss him wholeheartedly, I don't need any dots to figure that out. My first guess is he wouldn't be kissing him wholeheartedly. This guy's a terrible, evil person with no love in his heart at this moment, as we understand it, for his brother, although we did just see the hug. Your first instinct would be you probably didn't kiss him wholeheartedly. So if there's dots there, to tell you actually did. Pasuk, hey. V'yisef einav, and he lifted his eyes. V'yaras hanashim, saw the women, v'esiladim, and the kids. V'yomer, and he said, Mi elach, who are these people? V'yomer aladim, and Yaakov answered, the kids. Asher chanan elokim asavdecha. These are the kids that Hashem has gracefully provided your kids. He provided me with. I should say, graciously given your servant. Call him servant. Rashi, mi elach, mi elach, mi el yoshecha. He knew they all went together because they're one big camp. They're all there together. But he's saying, who are they in relation to you? Your kids? Your servants? How does this work? Oh, and that finishes today's Chumash. Alright, what do we learn today, Kinderlach? Yaakov named the place after his surviving the angel. We don't eat the sciatic nerve, the jumping nerve. Yaakov was limping, and the sun healed him. And he split up his camp to try to save everybody towards the most precious and towards the last. He put himself in the front so he could fight. He bowed down a bunch of times. This guy Esav, his compassion aroused. He hugged him and kissed him. They had a happy moment, so it would seem. And he asked, who is everybody? And he said, these are my kids. Alright, Sheikh now.